When we first heard the name, my sister and I roared laughing. Baba. It is the Ukrainian word, well, the shortened word, for grandma. And we were probably about 10 and 11 when we first asked who we'd called grandma all our younger lives, what did you used to call your grandma? And she was from the Ukraine. She was Ukrainian. And she said, Baba. And my sister and I thought that was hysterical until it stuck, until we realized it was the perfect name for grandma at the time. And forever after, the cousins, my sister and I, the rest of the family, always called her Baba. And we, even now, when we discuss her, talk about her life or whatever, it's always Baba. And she was a wonderful woman. She was very wise, even though she didn't think she was. And she had only education halfway through elementary school. She was she lost her father when she was 2 years old. Her mom remained a single parent for the rest of their life and raised uh, her and her sisters in the rough coal country of Pennsylvania. And Baba stayed there as well. Met a man, our Jetty, our grandfather, married him, raised their family again in coal country. They never had a lot of money. They it was a struggle. It was always a struggle, but there was a lot of love as well and a lot of joy. And I think it was the decisions that they personally made that brought that joy. But one of the things that she used to tell my sister and I when we would come to her, worried about a grade or a fight with a friend or whether a boyfriend was going to ask us to the prom, getting into college, no matter what it was, when we would express some kind of worry with her, she would always meet us with, "Whatever's waiting for you won't miss you, honey. Whatever's waiting for you won't miss you." She usually prefaced that and followed it up with a huge hug because she was everything that you would imagine a Baba would look like. Um, so that was what she would say to me, and I thought at the time I didn't. It took me a long time to understand that. It seemed a little crazy, like what does that even mean? And whatever, sure. But I've always felt reassured by it, because Baba had told us that. And she was someone we trusted and loved and knew that had come through a lot of adversity in her own life and figured, well, I kind of just trusted uh, in her confidence. And what it means to me now, what I understand it to mean, is that whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Now, I'm not going to get into uh, arguments or discussions about predestination or karma or fate or anything like that, because those would be rabbit trails. That's not the point. The point is that when we worry, when we spend time worrying about something that might happen, worrying about something that we imagine to happen, or we think we could happen, or what if, those what ifs that crop up, especially in times of change and transition when we don't know or we don't have confidence in what we think the future is going to bring for us. We start doing that. We start worrying and stressing over it. And I know that when we get to those points, I have been there myself, and I'm sure there will be times I'll fall into that again. That's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because what is going to happen is going to happen. And really, all we need to do is take the one next step and trust that the one who has created us continues to have us in the palm of his hand and has his best for us. And I want to leave that with you today. Like, there are times you may be in a situation right now where you really don't know what's going to happen, where you are literally praying for, give us this day our daily bread. And this is not to trivialize. I'm not naive or simplistic enough to think that just trust in this and believe it and everything will be fine. Because there may be a rough road that you still need to walk, a tough part of your journey, a challenge that you may feel overwhelmed by. But I just want you to tuck this away in the back of your mind, that what's waiting for you won't miss you, and you will be able to meet the challenge